Welcome back, friends, to the new session of Transportation Engineering 1 subject for the unit number 6, Tunnel Engineering. Myself, Assistant Professor Nitish Arun Mohite, working in the Department of Civil Engineering of Bharati Vidyapith College of Engineering, Kolhapur. And I have completed my master's degree in civil structures. So, in the today's session, we are going to discuss the points like tunneling in soft material and shield method. Okay, in the previous session we have gone through how the tunneling has been done in the hard rock. Okay, so for details you can visit to the previous video and see the how the tunneling has been done, or what are the methods how the tunneling has been done in the hard rock. So today we are going to discuss these points: tunneling in soft material and shield method. Okay, so tunneling in soft material. So basically, as the name indicates, soft material. Okay. So in this case, the explosives are not used, and tunneling is done with the hand tools such as pickaxes, shovels, etc. Okay. And during excavation operation, supports for soil are required immediately depending upon the type of soil. Okay. In the olden days, we were knowing that the timber was only the material which was used for supporting the soft ground. Okay, unless and until the steel liner plates that are been just introduced. Okay, nowadays that are been used, but in the case of as a heavy supporting system where it is required to support the roof and sides, in that case you should go with the steel liner plates, and correspondingly care should be taken to ensure that all the struts should be sufficiently strong to bear the pressure coming on them. Okay, that whatever the supports we are going to place, that should be strong enough that whatever the pressure coming from the soil soft material, they should sustain it. Okay, correspondingly the method to be adopted depends upon correspondingly the type of ground. Okay, in the case of the soft material or soft ground tunneling. Okay, so that was the introduction to the tunneling in soft material or soft ground. So we'll see methods. So first method is needle beam method. Next one is the linear plate method. Third one is the four pulling method. Then fourth is the American method. Fifth is the English method. Okay, so we'll see one by one. So starting with first needle beam method. So this method is useful basically for tunneling in the soft ground whose roof soil can stand without support. Okay, so this is nothing but the soil. So it should withstand without support for few minutes, and in this method correspondingly 5 to 6 meters long RS joints. Okay, so here you can see the joints are been provided, and this method requires large number of jacks. Okay, so this is nothing but the jack. Okay, because correspondingly this uh, makes an obstruction while the efficient working is supposed to be done, so it becomes an obstruction for the workers to carry out the work. But for tunneling in the soft ground, it is more economical than other methods. Okay, so here you can see another sketch. So sequence of working is nothing but here. First of all, what is done? A small drift. Okay, so we have seen that small drift is nothing but a small kind of tunnel. Okay, so which is nothing but a part of the tunnel. A small drift is been constructed of 1 meter by 1 meter on the working face of the tunnel. Okay, on the top surface it has been prepared. Then the needle beam consists of two girders. Okay, so the girders are being placed, okay, bolted together with a wooden block. Okay, so here you can see the wooden blocks are being provided at the center, so which is been inserted in the drift, and its roof Okay. So basically, here in the case of this needle beam method, what has been done, that is nothing correspondingly as shown in the figure below. Here we can see the needle beam is placed horizontally here, and whose front end rests on the drift. Okay, so here is nothing but the drift. Okay, so and the rear end is been supported on the vertical stout post. Okay, and correspondingly here jack has been provided in order to have a support to the soft material, and the jack has been placed on the top of the beam needle. Okay, so this is nothing but the needle beam method. Moving to the next linear plate method. So basically it is been having steel plates. Okay, it is here in this case the steel plates are being used, either they are in plain or corrugated, and they are used to support the soil during the excavation. Okay, the size of this plates you can see here, it is nothing but 0.9 meter by 0.4 meter, with a flange of 0.05 meters. Okay, so that is nothing but the thickness. You can see it here, 0.05 meter. Okay, and these plates are being bolted to each other with the help of the holes. Okay. Got it. So in this case here, you can see, so in this two wooden wall plates are being plates of size 20 centimeter by 5 centimeter has been used. Okay, and they are being placed on each side of the bench, and jacks are being removed, and the bench is then cleared, and the wall plates are underpinned at the bottom. Okay, so that is regarding linear plate method. Some of the examples here you can see: linear plates with stiffeners and tunneling with liner plates. Okay, next method is nothing but four pulling method. Okay, here you can see sketch four pulling method. So this is used for running ground where more subsoil is present, and replaced by compressed air tunneling. That is the last method. Okay, so in this case, what has been done? So sunking of the shaft. Okay, the shaft is been sunk, and bent is been placed from the sheeting, and holes are been driven in the sheeting from 7.5 cc center to center above the cap and below the cap. Okay, so here you can see the correspondingly caps are been placed, and four pole consist of plank with wedge ends that are being entered one at a time and driven through half length at 15 centimeter per meter inclination. Okay, so that is regarding the four pulling method. Next one is the American method. Okay, okay. So in this English method, the main characteristics of this method is nothing but in which excavation of a full section of the tunnel can be done at a time. Okay, using the longitudinal strutting and alternate for masonry work during the excavation. Directly work can be done in this case of the English method. Moving to the next method, compressed air tunneling method. So in this method, this is considered as the most modern method of tunneling in the soft grounds. Okay, so in which water bearing stratum is more, and a compressed air is forced into the enclosed space to prevent the collapse of the roof and the sides of the tunnel. Okay, so as I told you, this is the modern method of tunneling, and in this air is used in conjunction with a shield and airtight locks. But there are certain restrictions which reduces the application of this air pressure. Okay, so that we'll see. So first one is nothing but the earth pressure varies from the top of the tunnel to the bottom of the tunnel. Okay. Then correspondingly, as the pressure in the floor of the tunnel depends upon the nature of the strata, it is difficult to ascertain it theoretically. Okay, so practically we are supposed to calculate what is the pressure to be maintained. Okay, then and then only you are supposed to apply the pressure. Okay, if you are applying the pressure at randomly, there will be failure of the soft material. Next, the value of the pressure varies with the moisture content in different strata, and which is difficult to ascertain. So as I told you, we are supposed to have calculation. Okay, but it becomes difficult in different strata to calculate it. And last, the compressed air will escape through the pores of the soil, hence air pressure will diminish continuously. Okay, so if there is any certain gap or certain pores of the soils are there, so whatever the pressure we are going to just enter inside, that will escape. Okay, and thus the value of the air pressure will have to vary from time to time to get a balanced value, and the determination of this value depends more on experience than theoretical consideration. Okay, so depending upon the person is having a sound knowledge or not, we are going to increase the said pressure. And this method is ideally suitable for clay formations which do not contain large number of pores, and the pressure does not vary much from the top of the tunnel to its bottom. So the last point that we are going to discuss today in this session is nothing but the shield method. So here you can see the sketch of the last point that we are going to discuss here is nothing but the shield method. Okay, in which you can see here the sketch of the shield. Okay, so the entire face has been just correspondingly constructed. Okay, so in detail we will go how the correspondingly shield method is been done. So we see first of all what are the components of the shield. Okay, so first one is the skin, that is the outer edge. Then cutting edge, which is required for cutting the soft soil. Then propelling jack, okay, in order to support the whatever if there is failure of the soft soil. Then the hood is there, and the tail. Okay, so basically this shield method is used for driving a tunnel through water bearing strata. It is an equipment which acts as a bridge with roof for workers, and a shield is a movable frame, and it is used to support the face of the tunnel, and the excavation and lining of the tunnel can be carried out under protection of the shield. Okay, so here you can see correspondingly how the lining work was being carried out during the earlier days. So we'll see how the sequence of operation is there. So first of all, the ground is been excavated ahead of the shield of 0.45 to 0.75 meter. Then the shield is jacked forward. Okay. Then primary lining has been done. It is the name given to the heavy cast iron lining used in conjunction with the shield. Then secondary lining has been done, which is having a thickness of 5 to 7 centimeter, in which concrete has been placed over the flange of the iron. And the basic merit is nothing but full dimension is available for of the tunnel to carry out the work, and it is speedy and moving with constant support to the advanced tunnel. Okay, so as we go on moving, whatever the work is going on, correspondingly, the lining of the tunneling can be done. Okay, so here you can get an idea. Okay, how the work is being carried out. Okay, so concrete floor has been done. That is nothing but floor shield tunneling machine. Okay, is there, and blades are there which go on just taking out the mucking. Okay, so this is nothing but the earth carrying vehicle, and correspondingly concrete making has been done. So finally the wall has been hardened with the concrete and making the wall while digging out the earth. And this is the shaft from which all the work has been carried out. Okay, thank you.